In the effort to contact me. I know that your Aunt Jackie has been concerned about you, and she hasn't said anything to me at all, so I know nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so you have my word on that, and I asked her not to specifically if I was going to read you. I didn't want to know anything.
Okay.
So I protected us before the reading. I did my prayer before the reading that you be protected during this reading, because what can happen is when we do this kind of thing and we ask that spirit come forward, if we're not protected, and we essentially open a portal which allows any kind of spirit to come forward, and I didn't want that. I only wanted a reading that was full of love for you.
Okay.
And messages and healing.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to cut right to the chase. There is a tremendous amount of sorrow in you. This is going to be very emotional, I think, this reading. An incredible amount of sorrow. You're depressed. But I don't believe you're medicated. Is that correct?
I am medicated.
You are medicated. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think it's working to the extent that it should be working.
Okay.
I don't feel like this is the thing. I think your depression is circumstantial. That's what I think. I don't think it's chemical. I think it's circumstantial.
Okay.
So when it's circumstantial, the only thing the medication is going to do is push down all your emotions.
Okay.
Essentially keep them as controlled as possible, which in essence is preventing you from dealing with it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that medication isn't good, because it is, but you have to do the work.
Okay.
That is incredibly important. Do not rely on the medication, because the medication is not the cure.
Okay.
It's simply like using a cast or crutches or whatever. That's all it is.
Okay.
Okay? The work has to come from within you. The healing and the forgiving. There's a tremendous amount of forgiving that you have to do. You need to make a list of all the people that have hurt you, or you feel have betrayed you. You make that list. Your mom, what's going on? Okay, your mom is a huge factor in all of this. You need to write out all of the things that have happened between you and your mom. And the only way you're going to get better is to forgive each and every one of those things.
Okay.
Because that's what's keeping you from moving forward. Okay. 110%. And I can't stress it enough, Jen, that if you don't do it, your kids are going to have to.
Okay.
Remember that. When you're working on that list and you're giving it to the universe and letting it go, you're doing that for your children.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you, whatever you have inside you is passed down from them to them. So it's critically important that you let those things go. You do not have to do a face-to-face with your mom, okay? All of that is not necessary. You can do that from where you're sitting right now.
Okay.
It's incredibly important that you mourn the loss of the apparent... that you mourn the loss of what you wished your relationship had have been, and stop trying to force something that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Okay? You have been given a huge gift with those children. And you owe it to them to clean this mess up in whatever capacity. It's simply writing it down, Jen, is plenty, okay? And then giving it to the universe, letting it go, and asking to be protected. So when a situation comes to fruition where you have to deal with your mother or whoever else has scorned you, you need to protect yourself and don't allow their emotions to become your emotions.
Okay.
Okay? Oh, are you okay for me to be doing this reading?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. So essentially, okay, when I stop like that, it's because I'm trying to listen to them talking to me. So now I'm on to a male. There's a male. And I think it's a relationship that you may be in.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not very good. Whatever it is, it's not a very good thing at all. He's not there though, is he?
Right now?
Like, is he with you right now?
He's
like
he's
in
in
a
the
relationship
house.
with you?
Yes.
He is.
But there was a past one that was not good at all.
Okay, because I'm feeling like that's still present.
It's not present, but there's still...
Yeah, there's stuff going on there.
Yes.
Okay. You need to, I have a very tight chest right now, and the best thing for you to do is to stay away from that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from that. Because, yeah, you need to, okay, so the one that you're with right now is very neutral, isn't he?
Yes.
He's very neutral. But I don't think he understands the magnitude of the shit that you went through.
No.
Okay, so that's okay because he doesn't need to know. But you have to leave that at the door when you come in the house because the relationship you're in now, I feel, is very quiet.
Yes.
Okay? And so if you don't want to ruin that, you got to leave that shit at the door. Okay? So don't allow this other guy's negativity to come and interfere with what's going on with you now in a relationship.
Wow.
Okay? Don't do that because he has no place there. So, cell phone, texting, any of that, I want you to block that guy out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure that none of that information comes in and filters into your little situation you've got going on there. Because he doesn't deserve that.
No.
And you don't either. You don't deserve that either. You're trying to move forward. Your kids love this guy.
They do.
Yeah, because he's like a teddy bear. I see him like a teddy bear. He's just so full of love and kind-hearted and quiet and doesn't judge you and just loves you for who you are. And it's the polar opposite of this other shithead.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't stress it enough, sweetheart. What I want you to do is I want you to get some sea salt. Okay? Sea salt. You can buy it in big bags. All right? And I want you, I'm sorry. Are you crying, honey?
Just a little.
Okay. I want you to get some sea salt and I want you to put it pour it down along the threshold. And when you're pouring it at the threshold of every single entrance to your home, I want you to say a prayer. Okay? Of protection. But before you do that, do you have access to getting any sage?
Possibly.
Okay. I want you to sage every corner of your house because there is a darkness in there. There's areas in your home that you know just you're not comfortable in. Okay, you need to clear those areas.
Okay.
And you can, somebody that you trust and love, even with your new beau who is full of love, you need to say to him, sweetheart, we need to clean this house out. And I don't mean like physically clean it out. I mean emotionally and spiritually clean this house out.
Yes.
And how you do that, and you can do this, okay, is you get sage. I don't care if you go and buy a fresh sage at the grocery store. If you can't find it already dry, and dry it out.
Okay.
Okay? And then I want you to burn it. So you'll have here, I'll show you. Give me 1 sec, darling, okay?
Okay.
You'll have it look like this. I don't know if you can see it, but
Yep.
it's dried like that. If you can get it in that form, or go to a health food store, and you can also get it in like a stick, a large stick that's wrapped. It looks very native.
Okay.
I want you to always have that on hand, and I want you to go into every nook and cranny of your house. Okay, so in all the corners, like the one I see in behind,
Okay.
I want you to blow it into the corners, and I want you to send love in every nook and cranny of your house, and ask that any bad feelings, any negative energy leave the home.
Okay.
I want you to do that every single day for a week,
Okay.
because emotions can go like this, okay? I want you to get rid of anything that reminds you of this guy,
Okay.
except I think your children are from him, so don't get rid of them, because that would be awful.
Yes. Only one is, so.
Okay, well, that little poopsie is going to be just fine, okay? Your children are in a good place. Do you feel that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you just stay that way with them. You're a great mom, okay? So don't worry about that kind of stuff. But all of the stuff behind you is what we have to get rid of. Does that
Okay.
make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of sunshine up ahead. It's just this shit that we got to get rid of.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that your home is a safe place to be for you. And I don't mean like physically safe, but I mean mentally and spiritually safe for you.
Yes.
So you need to sage things. If you shared, if he was there and sat on your couch, sage the couch and ask that all of that energy be removed from that couch. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yes.
Okay, so go through your house like that. That you yourself can do, but on the big clean, I want your hubby to be there, because he's got a lot of love in him. And he'll think it's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, he might go, what are we doing? And just say, just trust me, okay? We need to clean this house out. And once you clean it out with him, that space becomes yours and his.
Okay.
Because I don't think it was before, was it?
No.
Okay, that space becomes yours and his, because right now he's kind of only half there and the other guy is still half there. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so if there's things that belong to this guy that is still in your house, I need you to get rid of it.
Okay.
All right? Even if it's a couch, get rid of it. You can always get another couch.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So then when you have personally done all of those things, you yourself, bring him in, sage the whole place, fill it full of yours and his love. And all you got to say to him is just, when I'm doing this, sweetheart, think about love. Okay?
Okay.
And how much we care about each other and what a great life we have together. And then what I want you to do is put salt, sea salt, at all the entrances of your house. Okay?
Okay.
Because what that will do is prevent anything negative from coming in.
Okay.
But we need to clean it out before we do that. Otherwise, we trap the bad in.
All right.
Okay? So after excuse me 1 sec. After you've done that, go through the house and give it a couple of days. Before you do the salt, give it a couple of days after you've cleansed it. See how different it feels. See how your children behave, because you will see a change in them when you sage the house. Because I think they're a little temper tantrumy right now. There's
Yes.
a little bit of, yeah. They're having a hard time right now. They're great kids, okay? But they're having a hard time with the negative energy that's in that house. So they may not want, they may be a little bit defiant, which is normal for children, but there's a little bit extra going on there. The defiance, the sudden anger, come to anger, they're inconsolable sometimes. You need to get rid of all that negative energy. Okay. So, in doing so, you're being deeply affected by this negative energy too. All right? And so that, in essence, is passing down to your children. But they're also incredibly sensitive, little children.
Yes.
So not only are they picking up on your energy, they're picking up on the energy in the house. I have to touch on your diet right now because there's I'm feeling like your blood is very sluggish right now. You need to be focusing on drinking lots of water, cutting out sugars. I know that's not easy because I love sugar too, but having lemon and lime water always on hand, drinking lemon and lime water. Okay. So get a fresh lemon and a fresh lime, cut it up, keep it in the fridge, dump a couple of pieces in your water, squeeze them out, and drink that water so it's fermenting in your water. You need to get your blood flowing again because it's extremely sluggish. And you're too young to have that be happening, but it's also part of the depression. So everything in you is flowing very, very slowly. So your digestion will be slow, your heart will be slow, your blood flow will be slow, all of that. Okay? And your immune system is suppressed right now. So you're very likely to catch everything. Colds, flu, everything. So I need you to essentially look at that glass of water as cleaning and filtering your blood, which is critical. Okay? Because what will happen is diabetes will set in, fibromyalgia will set in, circulation issues will sit in, and you'll be extremely sick.
Okay.
You're at that stage right now. You're right on the line, honey, of preventing all of that from happening. Your skin is super dry. You're itchy. All of that. So you need to be drinking lots and lots of water, honey. Okay? Really important. If you can go to the grocery store and buy, this is going to sound really cool or weird, but go to the store and get yourself some coconut oil or coconut, you can buy it, like a big jug of it. It's like this coconut cream almost, like ma tante would buy it to make soap. Okay? But I want you to put it on all the spots that are dry, like around your waist and your hands and even your face is fine. Okay. You're going to smell like a coconut, but that's the best smell ever. Okay?
All right.
I need you to be doing that. Okay? Do you have tooth pain? Are you having tooth pain?
Sometimes.
Okay. That's nerves. Like it's, I'd go to the dentist and have your teeth cleaned because essentially what that is, and that's normal. When you're on medication and your nerves are bad, nerves are in your teeth. So they're going to vibrate. They're going to do all sorts of things. So maintain your teeth well. Okay, honey?
All right.
Yeah. So I would even recommend brushing. I mean, it's stupid. Not everybody does it, but after every time you eat, brush your teeth. Because right now, everything is breaking down in you, but we can reverse that.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have buzzing in your ears?
No.
Okay, watch for that because blood pressure. Do you feel like yourself get red in the face easily?
No.
I'm feeling like you might have something going on with your blood pressure.
I am medicated for high blood pressure.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, be very, very careful of that.
Okay.
All right. You need to cut salt out of your diet if you have blood pressure issues. Now you can alter, like instead of table salt, get a Mediterranean pink sea salt, because it is exactly the same salt that our body needs, and you need salt. Okay?
Okay.
And sometimes high blood pressure is because you don't have enough salt in your body, but the right kind of salt, not the table salt.
Okay.
Sea salt is the one you should be eating in moderation.
Okay.
You have bad cramping, digestive cramping after you eat? Okay. You need to eat more yogurt. There is an issue with your acidophilus and bifidus. Are you writing this down, honey?
No.
Are you recording?
I'm recording.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay, so acidophilus and bifidus is incredibly important for you. I need you to be eating more yogurt. But the yogurt that I want you to be eating is not the diet yogurt. Nothing diet for you.
Okay.
Your body needs fat, okay? Because what happens is, if you're not giving your body the proper fats, like the good fats, the omega fats, your body will start producing fat. And when your body produces fat, that is the worst fat to try and get rid of.
Okay.
Okay? So avocados in your salad, olive oil, taking omega 369, 3 tablets 3 times a day. That will also be exceptionally good for your heart, your blood pressure, and the sluggish blood that you have going through your body right now.
Okay.
Okay? I'm really glad you're recording this, because when it starts flowing through me, I can't stop. So, do you know it's been half an hour already?
I know. I was going to ask you if we can keep going and I can transfer.
Yeah, that's fine. You bet. Okay. So, one of your children's is having problems in school right now, and it's behavior, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. You need to, if you change the dynamic in your home, that will change.
Okay.
So don't worry about it, okay? You need to be reading to him more, and lots more one-on-one time. Getting him on your lap and loving him.
Well, he's 13, so...
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sitting with him and loving him. I don't care. Actually, you need to get him on your lap. I don't care if he's 13 years old. Get him on your lap. There's something nurturing that you need to do with him. And say, you know what? He will love it. I know that sounds stupid, but he will love it. Sitting and looking through a magazine together, reading together, because he's struggling with that, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay, so read with him together. It's almost like you have to, I see him being a lot younger than he actually is. So it's okay to treat him like that, because he's missing something. He missed something in his past. You need to start doing it again with him now.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you, honey?
Absolutely.
Okay. So shutting down all computers when he comes home, saying, come on, buddy, let's go for a walk, whatever. You need to have some one-on-one time with him. There's an emotional block that he's experiencing right now that you can easily filter. You can get him, like, no problem. But again, he's on that cusp too.
Okay.
Okay? He's directly linked to your ex. So that, don't think of him as being his ex, as your ex, okay, honey? Try and cut that out of your mind, okay? Because it's a stigma he doesn't want to live on. He doesn't want to be known as being like his dad. And you have the ability to help him through that, because you are so beautiful. You have such a tender heart and lots of love, and you're a great mom. So you need to focus on that with him and just shower him with love, even if he's not lovable. And don't take what he's experiencing personally.
Yes.
Okay? Because when you do that, you can't move past it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is his little journey that he's got to go on. Each of your children have their own little journey. And you are instrumental in creating an atmosphere of safety for them and of compassion and love. But stop punishing yourself for the what was. Please stop doing that. Okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't do them any good. Okay?
All
It is what it is. But you've made some really great decisions in the last little while. And so you need to pat yourself on the back, baby, because that was tough. You endured a lot. Okay?
Yes.
So be very, very proud of yourself to be going in the direction you're going in. I'm not seeing much about work. Is it part-time? Do you work part-time?
The only thing I'm doing right now is Avon, actually.
Okay. I think you need to get a part-time job. I think you need to be working in the morning. I think you need to be getting out of bed, getting ready, making yourself beautiful, and going to work. And I see it in retail. But it's only part-time because that's all you can handle. But I need you to be doing that.
Okay.
And it'll be easy. The job will be there for you. Okay? Because not only will that be therapeutic for you, but you'll be an asset to them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You have 2 boys?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one I'm sensing is pretty quiet.
He is.
He's very much like the guy you're with.
Yeah,
You're very similar.
you could say that, yeah.
They have a strong connection.
Yeah.
Your older son, the one you're having problems with, he's the oldest.
Yes.
He feels, not that your guy is the guy. What's the guy you're with now? What's his name?
Nick.
Nick. Nick is not ignoring your son at all, but your son is a bit slighted by the relationship that he has with his youngest sibling. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I think it would be really great for, it's a big job, but he signed up for it and loves both your boys, for them to have like a date night where he takes them to do something, each of them separately once a week. So
Yes.
they all have something to look forward to.
Yes.
Okay? And I want you to do the same. I don't care if you take an hour to go for a walk or if you, but it has to be something you do together. If you do a craft with your youngest one, or even your oldest one may want to build something or